Meta Platforms just got hit with a record $1.3 billion fine over its transfer of data from the European Union to the United States. That fine is actually a drop in the bucket for the company that has about $40 billion of cash on its balance sheet. But still, the case is going to have much broader impacts for both Meta and for other big tech companies doing business in the two regions. The decision gives Meta a deadline of October to stop transferring data between Europe and the US. But there is one catch. If lawmakers in the US and Europe can come to a new agreement on how data transfers should be handled, by that time, Meta won't actually have to suspend the practice. That's an outcome that Meta really wants, because suspending the transfer of data would be logistically difficult. Meta has European users and sends data back to servers in the US, which is its home country. So, in a way, its fate, and the fates of other tech companies operating in both regions, rides on a new deal getting done. The EU says its hope is to solidify the deal by the summer, but there were two past agreements that ended up being struck down that were similar. They were struck down over concerns from European officials who worried about the US government's use of their citizens' data for surveillance programs. So even if a new deal gets done, and even though it is looking probable, it could still be challenged in court after it's signed. And if things don't work out, there's a lot at stake. Big tech companies have a lot of exposure to the EU. About 1/5 of Meta's revenue comes from the region, as does 30% at Google's parent company, Alphabet. So it won't be easy for these companies to pull out of Europe. So for now, they'll have to keep their fingers crossed that a deal gets done.